Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon. Happy Twin Flame Friday. So this reading is going to be for those of you that are specifically on the Twin Flame journey. So we're going to be focusing on the Divine Masculine, the Divine Feminine, the journey, healing, ascension, angelic advice, all kinds of different things. I have a bunch of different decks that we're using here today. Everything will be listed down below. If there are any of the decks that I've created, they will be available on my website for purchase. But if you're international, email me and we'll send you a special link to order them. So this particular Organite today is from Wing and Bell. It is their Twin Flame Organite. So let's just get started, you guys. I really meditated before I started this reading because I really wanted to pick specific decks that were just going to complement one another perfectly. Sharky saying hello, you guys, right off the bat, for those of you that like to see my cats. Anyways, let's go ahead and just get into this. I created an outline today. So one thing that I wanted to do that was a little bit different is I wanted to open up the reading with what is bringing the viewer, as in you, the person watching the video, to the reading today. So some of these messages may resonate with you, others may not. So again, please be discerning with the messages that come through. So we're going to go into my Twin Flame Oracle. We're going to combine it with my Twin Flame Journey Tarot. Why are you coming to this reading today? What is the reason here? Okay, you might resonate with one message and maybe not the other. So pick and choose whatever you guys want. What is the energy surrounding this person? What is it that's bringing you to this reading here today? Let's take a look. What is bringing the person that's watching this video to the reading today? We have the energy of lessons. Okay, so let me go ahead and get a clarifying card here. Oh my God. I'm sorry, I'm just laughing because it's just like, what I wanted to say immediately before I even pulled the Nine of Wands was, what the hell is this? What does this mean? Why am I going through this? Why must I go through this? Why does this hurt? Why? So I'm getting a lot of this energy. Some of you guys may not be in that energy. So again, this might not be for you. Maybe the next one will be, or maybe none of them will be. But you're seeking the lesson. You want to understand. You want to understand why there has been so many trials and tribulations. Some of you, sorry, Sharky just tried to jump up on the hutch and she biffed it. So sorry, Sharky. She's okay. Anyways, so that's the thing. Some of you guys may have been on this journey for quite some time. You're tired. The Nine of Wands is that energy where you're freaking tired. You've been through enough. It's kind of like, at what point is something going to be revealed to you, or the lesson's going to pay off, etc. So I just feel like there's this energy here that is, connecting you perhaps to another reading. Either maybe you're here for the first time, or maybe you're here for another reading. So let's take a look and get another energy here. We have the answer is yes. Okay, the answer is yes, as in it is for you. This lesson is for you. If you are a divine feminine watching this video, this is not to exclude divine masculines, but I do use the queens and the kings to represent divine feminine and masculine energy. If you are a divine feminine watching this video, you will seek the wisdom and the answers that you are looking for, okay? But the answer lies within yourself. It doesn't lie out there. It doesn't lie within your masculine. Your masculine may help you to discover that, as in perhaps being with you, triggering you, challenging you, all of those great things. But the lesson here is within self-care. That's why the title says nurturing. The Queen of Pentacles stands in her power. She's very independent. She doesn't necessarily need another person in order to complete her or to make her happy in this life. She may want that, she may desire that, but she doesn't need it. So the answer is within self-empowerment and self-care. So these hardships, what you've gone through in this connection, that's where the juice is. That's where the wisdom is. It's in all the hardships, you guys. It's in all of those trials and tribulations that you've experienced so far on this journey. You will get through this. You can heal. You will ascend. You will grow from this experience. It will be positive if you don't feel like it is right now. It is positive now. It is a blessing right now. You just may not be able to see that yet. Maybe some of you already do. But you can't go wrong when you invest in yourself. So allow this journey, allow this experience to help you, like I always say, to be the best damn version of yourself. And we have free will. I love that card, free will. And we have the Five of Wands, conflict and competition. So when it comes to competing forces, so if some of you guys are connected to someone, your twin flame, and there may happen to be other people in the situation, maybe other partners, maybe family members, maybe friends, maybe these are conflicting energies, maybe these are intrusive energies, whatever this is, controlling energies. Your twin flame has the free will to either continuously stay stuck in that type of energy or to break away from that energy. So it's not going to do you any good to blame other people that are involved in the situation for your twin flame's issues or problems in life. No one is holding a gun to their head. No one is a victim here. We all have free will to make decisions and do what we want to do in order to be happier. So if someone is not choosing that, it is because of their own free will that they're not. Do away with the excuses. If someone's giving you a lot of excuses, you may need to step away from this person for a little bit of time. Let them figure it out. Sometimes that Five of Wands indicates that there could be some sort of drama. You don't need to be involved in it. You don't need to be involved with taking on the drama of your twin flame's life. Let them get their shit figured out. Take care of you. So if you feel a lot of conflict with this particular partnership right now, if you're feeling heavy, if you're feeling drained, it might be time for you to just take a little bit of a step back. Try to disconnect a little bit. Let them figure things out for themselves. You're not abandoning. You're not doing this to be mean. You're doing this because you actually care for your person. You're doing it because it's the best thing for them and for you. And it might be the best thing for them to face their issues and their problems alone without your influence. Because the thing is, we're all human. So of course, if there is another person involved or there's something that's happening, it's only human of you to possibly be triggered and want to fight back or want to add to the drama. So if you're in that energy, the best thing might be to just try to disconnect for all parties involved and let that dust settle. Let people duke it out. Just don't be a part of it. Because when you're there duking it out in this type of situation, more than likely somehow you're going to be blamed. If you're not around, how the hell can you be blamed anymore? Sometimes people just need to sit in their own shit, because when you do that long enough, you start to see that, oh yeah, this person's the problem, not this other person. So it's very easy for people that are very dramatic, very negative, very low vibrational to blame or fling the blame or even divert the blame onto that person, and that person could be you. So remove yourself from any unnecessary conflict or competition. The thing is, if you find yourself competing with another person for someone else's affection, the Queen of Pentacles would never do that. The Queen of Pentacles is just secure on her own. She doesn't have to fight for someone to recognize her worth, recognize who she is. She just is. And whenever this person is ready, that maybe some of you are competing for, they're going to realize it on their own. You're not going to make them realize it. They're going to realize it on their own. And it's because you're going to be in your power, standing in your power, feeling amazing, and radiating this amazing vibration that's literally attracting everything good to yourself. So maybe some of those things resonated with you guys, and maybe some of them didn't, and that's okay. So take the bits that did. Let's go ahead and now jump into the reading. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take a look and see where is the divine masculine in his current energy and journey. And I do say he or him for the masculine and her or she for the feminine. I understand that these energies can be different. So just again, take the messages as they resonate for you. So we're going to go into this new deck of mine. It is called the Circle of Life Tarot. So they're these big circular cards. And I felt like combining them with the only other deck that I have that is of circle form, which would be the tea leaf fortune telling cards. So I went ahead and split this deck up in two. So this one's going to be for the masculine, and then the other portion is going to be for the feminine. All right, so let's see what's going on in the mental space. So what may the masculine be focusing on in his mental space right now? What's going on in his brain? Mental thoughts, maybe even things that he's seeing or thinking about. Ooh, damn. The Seven of Swords. Well, the Seven of Swords is definitely one of those icky cards where you may have found yourself in some sort of a pickle, where you may be needing to escape. You may be needing to just run away. Seven of Swords can be a little sly, sneaky, and deceptive. So let's go ahead and clarify this and see what this might have to do with. We have bag, something important like a new job or a raise. Interesting. I feel like this masculine currently is either hiding assets or hiding money or strategically doing something when it comes to money, because that's a bag. That's a bag full of something important to the masculine. He is flying under the radar. He is not revealing his entire plan. There might be a reason for that, you guys. So if you guys know of a situation where maybe the masculine is in that kind of energy, that's what's happening here. Something is important to the masculine and he's hiding it, is what I'm seeing here. He's not wanting to reveal something at this particular time. Now, it does say new job or raise, so there could be something significant happening with a new job opportunity or a new way of making money or a raise, and the masculine is just kind of not, he's flying under the radar is just what I keep getting here. Not revealing everything, not revealing his plan to everyone, doing things very methodically. That's the message here. So let's take a look and get the energies here of the emotions. What's going on for the emotions of the masculine in his heart space? We have the Four of Wands energy. So the Four of Wands energy is a foundation, could be commitments, the commitment that he has made. We have triumphing over obstacles or troubles. So the Four of Wands, of course, is a card of celebration as well. I feel like the masculine has definitely had to fight for something. He's had to fight through some sort of an obstacle, because the Seven of Swords can be something that was actually done to the masculine to where it put him into that guard energy of having to sneak away, having to just kind of step away from a situation that was not good for him, kind of take his important belongings and literally just go. So he may have actually switched jobs, switched residences, or has decided to do something completely different with his life because the old way, whatever he was attached to, wasn't working. So this Four of Wands energy feels really good for the masculine right now. In his heart space, he's going towards something that feels better. He's going towards something that's much calmer, that feels more in alignment with him. So this is really amazing, you guys. And so if this hasn't happened quite yet, these are the things that he's thinking about doing, going towards calmer waters. Even though that's not the Six of Swords, that's the message I'm getting. The Seven of Swords, it's like wanting to go towards that Four of Wands to me. 7 plus 4 is 11. So to me, it's like wanting to transition and go through, kind of like a gateway to another way of living or being, ascending. Going towards a path that seems to resonate more with his soul. So it's kind of like flying like an eagle now, really detaching from things and being free. I get this energy of wanting to be free from whatever the Seven of Swords crap was or is even. So let's take a look and see the physical world, the environment that's affecting things. We have the look at this, you guys, Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of flying solo. I just want to be alone. Now, that might not be the story for all masculines out there. Some masculines may very well still be struggling with either a dead-end job, way of being, addictions, or even a partnership, or just a way of being. I think I already said that. But this Nine of Pentacles is the desire to want to take care of yourself, wanting to improve your life, wanting to do things that are going to be a better fit for you, that make you feel good. So I do sense that this masculine is trying to disconnect from old energy that just wasn't feeling right to him. See? I can't make it up. Cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life. There's a dissatisfaction with a particular way of being or situation. So this masculine is looking right now, or has already, it's going to be different for everybody, decided to go into a direction of being alone, single, doing his own thing, focusing on his own career. This could even be self-employment. Maybe some of them were involved in the corporate world and got burned. Maybe something happened in their life and they're just like, you know what? It feels better to just be on my own and just focus on me. That's what I want. I want to step away from corporations. I want to step away from, partnerships even. I want to just fly solo and do my own thing. What I have going on for myself right now, I'm not satisfied. There's something that's missing and I need to figure out what that is. So I feel like this is a mass improvement that the masculine wants to kind of take on, especially this year. And a lot of the readings that I'm doing lately, the Soul Connection weekly readings, as well as now this one and my every other day card post on Soul Connections, really does showcase someone who is really looking for, to go deeper in life, really wanting to embrace their spiritual side. So now we're going to go into the spiritual energy. Spiritual. With the Eight of Wands. Wow. The Eight of Wands energy is fantastic. This just tells me here that there's a lot of movement and a lot of activity in the spiritual growth with this masculine. A lot of spiritual just growth happening here and movement. Oh my God, dolphin, you guys. This masculine is really experiencing a lot of happiness when it comes to traveling. So this masculine might be really on the move right now. It doesn't have to be that he's traveling the world, but for some it could be that. Movement, moving forward, moving away from things that are just not making us happy, things that are causing us to feel dissatisfied, going towards financial gain. It says financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. Look at this. So there's some kind of an investment perhaps that the masculine is currently working on right now, that he's really focused on just kind of going in that direction of financial gain and success. It doesn't mean that this masculine is not going deep and working on himself, but I do feel that his comfort right now is with the material world. He feels a lot of positive energy. He feels a lot of payoff, a lot of self-confidence and self-worth through the material world. But I'm also sensing this energy that he is searching for answers. He is searching for something deeper. But it's through the solo energy that he's going to find those answers. How amazing, you guys. I love it. So let's now move forward here into the feminine. So I'm just going to switch out this deck here and we're going to go into a new deck. So the feminine, where is the feminine at currently on her journey? What's going on with her right now? So I'm just going to kind of switch these up a little bit here. All right, mentally, where is this feminine at? We have the Chariot's energy. This is fantastic. So this is about movement ahead, determination. We have the Dog, protection from a powerful friend. Wow. So this feminine right now might have a powerful person that is helping to open up doors for her. The Chariot is about success. It's about determination to move forward, our goals, hitting those goals, hard work, things like that, destiny. But that Dog is someone that is a helpful person. So right now the feminine could be really focusing on friendships or just other people in her life that are of assistance. Now this could be, of course, help from a powerful person such as a spirit guide or even specific angels. So this could be spiritual help as well. But this is about doors opening. The road is open. This is forward momentum. This is movement power. So I love this. So someone is helping this feminine right now when it comes to seeing what she wants to develop in her life and how to get there. Doors, roadways opening up. That's what I see. All right, so emotions, or heart space. We have the Hierophant's energy, very spiritual energy. The Hierophant is all about traditions, religion, conventional thinking, belief systems, integrity, all of those. It's very spiritual though. It's like a spiritual teacher, spiritual energy, spiritual connections. Oh wow, beware of self-delusion. So this is the deal, you guys. So the Hierophant is represented by Earth, Taurus energy, okay? Earth energy is very grounded energy. It's very practical. So it's spiritual, but with more of a grounded nature. So as some of you guys right now are feeling very confused, perhaps on your journey, where you feel like you don't even know what's real. You don't know if maybe you're just deluding yourself versus what you're feeling deeply within your heart and what messages you're getting from spirit, okay? So in your heart space right now, I just feel like there's a little bit of a battle. But what spirit is saying, rely on what you believe. Now, what you believe, you might be thinking to yourself, well, wait a second. What if what I believe is a delusion? What if I believe is a lie? What if I believe is just what I want to hear, what I want to believe? So there's a major confusion here is what I'm sensing from this feminine at this particular time. So spirit is saying, consult your higher self, consult your guides through meditation. For some of you, it could even be speaking to a spiritual person, mentor that you trust, okay? So why the dog here? You're being protected, you guys. You're being protected by a powerful friend. So you can't really go wrong with whatever decisions that you make. Some of you guys might be afraid to make decisions because you're afraid that if you make a certain decision that it's going to take you down the wrong path. Impossible. It may take you down a path where you're going to learn something of value that might be challenging, could be negative, as in you're experiencing some triggers and things like that, but it's meant for you. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to make decisions, you guys. You're being spiritually protected right now. So try not to delude yourself with fear is what I'm also getting here. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to commit yourself or to make decisions. You're on the correct path is what I'm getting here. You're on the correct path, but your own self is what's deluding you. Your ego, your fear, all of those things like, am I right or am I wrong? Again, there's no such thing. There's no such thing. Go with what you're feeling. Go with what your heart is telling you. Go with what your higher self knows. Go with what feels right. Can't go wrong with that. So whatever happens when you get there, you'll deal with it, but don't be afraid to open yourself up to experiences or living or just making decisions based on your fears. All right, what about the outer world influencing the feminine? We have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. So there could be this powerful friend, could be, or person, it's not a friend, I think it says friend, yeah, it does say friend, a powerful person, could be someone in the material world. This could be a boss, this could be a father figure, this could be somebody who's just kind of acting in that role of maybe assisting you or helping you. It's interesting we have this eagle here, that eagle, really helping you perhaps towards financial freedom or making decisions that is going to be a good investment. But let's just see what this clarifying card says. Yeah, see, successfully overcoming a problem. There is someone in your life that is in your physical world that is actually helping you to successfully overcome a problem. Now, for some of you, this could be your masculine. It could be. So whether or not he's in your physical world, just your energy connected to him, your experience so far, everything that you've grown from this experience is literally helping you to successfully overcome your issues and your challenges and your triggers in this life. So that might be where some of you guys are at. You're just ready to basically see this connection as a blessing and just successfully cross that bridge. It's beautiful. But this could, of course, be a particular person in your world that is literally offering you some sort of wisdom or guidance or financial assistance in order to help you to reach your goals or to resolve issues. This could be, of course, a lawyer even as well, or legal advice or counsel, or even a counselor, doctor, whatever this is. But this person is definitely here to help you, to guide you on the correct path. So I feel like this is telling you that you can trust it, because you might be afraid, like I said, to make a decision because you've been hurt before, or because you're just not sure if that's something that you should do. And this is not telling you, throw caution to the wind, jump in head first. At the end of the day, when you guys watch these readings, no one's telling you what to do. This is up to you to take this information and let it hit you and absorb it. And whatever feels right for you after you do that, that's your decision of your own free will to make decisions. But what I am sensing here is that there's definitely some sort of a helpful person that is assisting. Again, this could be a spirit guide or even a particular angel that is helping to guide you on the correct path. Spiritual. 10 of Pentacles. I'm definitely getting an energy of family here, you guys. This Hierophant and the 10 of Pentacles, this is like marriage to me. This could even be a husband for some of you. But I definitely sense this energy here of value, long-term investment here. So this is the twin flame journey is a long-term investment. It's not something that you just jump on and it all comes together. I'm not going to go into all my beliefs on all that stuff. It's just not necessary, but it might not work that way for everybody. It could for some, maybe it doesn't for others. But there has to be some sort of work involved on ourselves before we can even get into that place where we're ready to combine forces with another person that's on that same level. So those things take time. But on a spiritual level, we have the 10 of Pentacles. There's something of a valuable lesson here. There's something of value here spiritually at this time. We have psychic ability. Trust your intuition. I can't make it up. This is telling you here that your intuition has guided you to this place. Your intuition, you can trust it. Again, there is some kind of an energy here that's emotional. Our emotions. Some sort of self-delusion. This dragon. Dragons are our shadows, you guys. So there's some sort of fear, blockage, shadow that's still unhealed, that is blocking you from absorbing this spiritual lesson. That's all that it is. It's just you. It's not the masculine. It's not other people. It's you. So this is telling you, Divine Feminine, that there's still some things that you need to work on. And that's okay. There's still some things that the masculine needs to work on. But for you, Divine Feminine, this is definitely telling you that your intuition, your higher self, your connection with spirit, and even your connection with your Divine Masculine is what got you here. And it's through this connection that you're going to successfully overcome some sort of blockage or challenge in your life. It's beautiful. So it's worth the investment, you guys, is what I'm seeing here. This whole twin flame thing, this whole situation is worth the investment because it helps you to successfully overcome a problem and to heal. So how can that be a bad thing? Now, if you're on the twin flame journey, only focusing on union and romance with this particular person, things may not be that successful on this journey for you because you might be focused on areas that aren't really about healing and reflection. You're focused more on energies that are attached to a particular person and a feeling that you want to experience. Again, nothing wrong with that per se, but this journey may not be something that is going to pan out in that way. At least not for everybody. Could for some. You never know. I'm not the end all here. So that is the feminine's energy. I hope that that was helpful to some of you. So let's now go into the next portion, which is the energy here of the ego. What is the energy that is currently present for both the masculine and feminine that is blocking their healing towards ascension? That will be interesting. So let's take a look. We are going to use my Twin Flame Shadows cards, and we're going to combine it with the Deviant Moon Tarot. Okay, so let's get one for the masculine. We have dependent. Interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and get 3 clarifiers for this. Okay. So we have the energy of dependent. So there could, of course, be some sort of codependent energy that either the masculine is carrying, or it could be that the masculine has people that depend upon him. So this causes him to feel like he cannot live the life that he wants to live. The Knight of Wands is one of those cards of the adventurer, somebody that just wants to be free. They want to basically come and go as they please. So if that's the story for some masculines out there, there could just be something that's holding this masculine back from going after what it is that he truly desires and wants. So of course that 5 of Cups energy is a card of being just sad, just being disappointed in life. The Ace of Swords is that we're looking for clarity. We need to pick up that sword and cut things out that are just basically dragging us down. That could be one of the stories here. Another could be that this masculine is really depending upon his, like depending too much on excitement and adventure and his senses in that way. And that kind of energy may not be working for him. It may have gotten him into a pickle in the past. It may have led him down a challenging road in the past. It may have led to a lot of disappointment and sadness and heartbreak. And so this Ace of Swords energy is saying we need to cut out this behavior. We need to cut out this way of being or this way of living or thinking. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to be single and being on an adventure, but when it's at the cost of other people, that's when it becomes a problem. So if this masculine is not ready, he should not enter into people's lives or relationships with people, I guess, that aren't feeling that same way. Kind of like the excuse, well, I told this person that I had issues. I told this person that I couldn't commit. I told this person I wasn't going to commit. And that seems to sometimes works as like someone, it absolves them of taking responsibility for what happens. You know, you can gauge people. Yes, there are people that lie to themselves and lie to their partners and say they're going to be okay with being in an open relationship and that's okay. Absolutely. Everybody has to take responsibilities here. But someone is not absolved just because they say, well, I told them and they did it anyways. You know, somebody knows better on whether or not when you're engaging with someone that someone's more interested or somebody wants something more. You have no business messing around with anyone if you're not ready. Okay. So this is a behavior perhaps that maybe the masculine has depended on his entire life to excuse this type of behavior. That needs to get cut out is what I'm seeing here. Okay. And of course, this could be the energy of being codependent, using it as an excuse not to live. Well, I can't do what I want to do because I have this going on. I have this. I have, I'm married. I have kids. I have responsibilities. I made a commitment. And even though all those things, that's great. But if this person is not happy with this individual and they're just staying just to keep the peace or just staying for this or that, and it's just completely inauthentic, then who is that really helping? So this masculine might be using a lot of excuses and kind of playing that feel sorry for me card. That behavior, that attitude, that way of being or thinking needs to get cut the hell out. So all of those energies, I feel like there's 3 stories that came through those messages. Hopefully one of them resonates with someone out there. So let's now move on into the feminine's energy. What could be blocking her from moving forward and also ascending and healing? We have the energy of silenced. Now this is a tough one, because the thing is, sometimes you have to ask yourself, is it better to be silent and hold my tongue, or should I speak my truth? Is it better to just keep things the way that they are, or open Pandora's box? So let's take a look. Three of Swords energy, heartbreak, sadness. So I just feel that the feminine perhaps is carrying on a lot of pain, and there's so much pain. There could have been some sort of betrayal, and this feminine did not have a chance to even, she didn't even have a rebuttal. She was either stunned, or she felt like the only thing that she could do is just walk away, but maybe she didn't even get any closure because she wasn't able to express what she felt or how hurt she was. So I feel like there's some kind of information or some sort of words that have not been spoken that are really blocking this feminine. She was not able to get proper closure by expressing herself. There's too much pain. She's too afraid perhaps to speak her truth because of this pain. Wow. The Five of Swords and the Three of Swords in the same reading to me tells me that this feminine has undergone some sort of completely ridiculously unfair situation. Now, it doesn't absolve the feminine of maybe some issues that had arisen in a situation, but whatever hurt has been experienced is definitely very heavy with this feminine right now. And it's actually blocking her. The actions of other people. The Five of Swords for me is unfair. It's bullshit energy. It's kind of like somebody that's doing something and they're being very hurtful, but they don't see it. Could be like narcissistic type of energy here. It's not fair what somebody did. It seems unfair that this happened, and it's so heartbreaking. I don't even know how to get over it. I don't know how to heal from this because it's such despair. It just seems so just hard. So this energy has literally put the feminine in this position of just walking away and not even saying anything. So she takes this with her, and it's heavy. It's heavy is what I'm seeing here. It's heavy. Wow, 10 of Cups, interesting. Now I feel like this feminine, she could have, because this could be past energy is what I'm seeing here, she could have just decided to cut ties and walk away and go towards something else. That could have happened for some feminines out there. So some of you guys might have already moved on past this masculine, and you are in another situation, but yet this energy lingers on for you. This pain lingers on for you. What's happened, this unfinished business still lingers on for you. And there's so many things that have been unspoken. It's almost like it's keeping you tied to this pain. It's keeping you it may even just be keeping you from your ultimate happiness. There may not be any other thing going on for you. So again, that's a different story. But this story now that I'm shifting to, it's keeping you from your ultimate happiness. It's keeping you from believing that you will ever find happiness, that you are worthy, that you are lovable, that somebody wants to be with you and marry you and have babies with you. You know, that could be some of you. So there was an injustice that was done, and you were not delivered the justice. You may still not have been delivered the apology that you feel that you need or that you've been looking for this entire time. You may not have been delivered that justice is what I'm seeing here, and that is a heavy burden that you are carrying at this time. That's what I'm seeing here. But some of you guys, you have found a way to move on. You have found a way to be happy anyways, but yet this soul tie, this soul connection lingers on, and it's still very heavy in your heart space. It's very difficult. You may want to speak up. You may want to break the silence, but you have a lot of fear surrounding this, okay? You have a lot of fear. The 10 of Cups for me is also family. So some of you guys might be dealing with some very toxic families. As in, there's a lot of toxic energy surrounding either your own family, or perhaps you see the masculine's family or the people that are surrounding the masculine as toxic that are somehow influencing him in a negative way to do certain things, to act certain ways. So you have no choice but to just kind of suck it up and accept it and say nothing and move on, or just let it happen. Kind of like you can't even defend yourself at this point. This Five of Swords to me is like a posse of people, that like a campaign of people that are just against you. And it sucks. And I've experienced it many times in my life. And there ain't a goddamn thing that you can do about it, because the thing is, you try to fight back, you try to speak your truth, and this little posse here just has a way of just making you look like the problem. So some of you guys might be experiencing that, which is why I'm saying this. And it does feel powerless. It does. And that's what's heartbreaking about it. But don't allow what other people have done or specific situations that have happened ruin your happiness for the rest of your life. Try not to allow this to stand in the way of your ultimate happiness, because you're meant for 10 of Cups in this life. How you're going to get there is going to be up to you, or how you're going to experience it is up to you. But this stuff is very much blocking your way to the ultimate healing. There's still some very heavy energy that the feminine is holding on to, and that may not resonate for all feminines out there. You may be saying to yourself, I've already cleared this. Good for you. That's fantastic. But for some reason, we're still kind of, the train's moving, okay? The twin flame train is moving, and some divine feminines are at the front of the train, and some of them are at the very end, at the caboose, or they're just actually trying to run to hop on the train. So as a collective, we're here to support all energies. So some may be difficult, some may be suffering, and others may have really helped themselves already and healed this energy. So that seems to be what the issues are coming through today. This does not mean these are the only issues. This doesn't mean that this will be the issues forever. These are just the issues of today. So now let's go ahead and grab the energy here of the twin flame journey. So the connective energies between the masculine and the feminine, the lessons that are playing out at this particular time. So this is a new deck for me. It is called the Prophet Oracle, and it's very deep. And what I want to say about this is that if you guys already own it or you've seen it used before, I will be using this deck intuitively, okay? It's an oracle deck. I don't really use tarot intuitively, because tarot has a specific system. There's specific, the Four of Pentacles means this. You can't make that up, right? But the oracle's energy, it's not about making up things. It's more or less about feeling the energy of the cards and using the words on the cards and even the images to derive your own aspect. That's why a lot of my oracle decks have 0 booklets, is because it really forces a person to have to use their intuition. So this one right here is called the Influence of the Angels card. So we're going to go ahead and see what's happening on your twin flame journey right now. What is the energy of the twin flame journey at this time? Current lessons that are playing out, current connective energies. Because these cards are very, very deep. They really make you think. We have your friend is your needs answered. Interesting. Friendship. So for the divine feminine had a very powerful friend around her. That could be of significance. We have the Eight of Wands, helping to move things along. So friendship, soul family, connections with other people on this journey are actually helping to assist both twin flames. Both the masculine and feminine are basically being assisted at this time. We actually saw that the masculine was also being protected on his journey forward. So friendships, it says your friend is your needs answered. There are people that are in your life or will be showing up in your life to help you along the way. 2 + 9 is number 11. And then we have 8, infinity. So I feel like this might be people as in soul family, soul tribe, people that you connect with that are really helping you along your journey. So embrace friendships, embrace the people around you, embrace your community. They are there to help. That is what I'm seeing on this particular journey. Very helpful people being guided in the direction. Movement forward, which is the Eight of Wands. We have open your heart unto the body of life, death. Wow. That's very deep. Let's go ahead and get the tarot to go with this. We have Page of Wands. Interesting, the Page of Wands is an energy of a child, somebody that is very curious by nature and really wanting to go out and to discover things on their own, live their lives, have their own experiences, make their own decisions and assumptions about the world. And so we have open your heart unto the body of life. I really feel like what's happening right here is that somebody is awakening, or they've already awakened and they are on the beginning steps of their journey and really discovering who they are and what they truly want out of life. I really felt this energy for the masculine. So I feel like that's one of the reasons that it's coming up. So this masculine is opening up his heart to the body of life. This masculine, what we saw in the reading here so far, is that a lot of his self-worth is based in the material world, but it's through the material world that, sorry you guys, for some reason the camera stopped. It's through the material world that this masculine is going to find his way, and it's only going to make him more curious to look deeper into himself and to look for the deeper meaning of life. So we have death. Death is transformation. Death is seeing things from a new perspective. A rebirthing has been happening here with this twin flame connection and this journey. So ascension is taking place right now, whether you realize it or not, whether you can see it with your own eyes or not. I am getting here that it is happening. Because a lot of us will assume that we know where our twin flame is at on their journey. And some of that energy, I don't know why all these things are popping up on the camera right now, trying to stop this video. I don't know why. So if there's some pauses or whatever, that might be what that is. But the energy here is, I lost my thought, unfortunately, with that. So I'm not going to try to get into it. Let's just keep moving forward. Maybe it'll come back. Tell it not in words, talking. Wow. Okay. Well, what's interesting here is that the divine feminine's block right now is silenced. Tell it not in words. So there's a lot of telepathic communication that is taking place. Oh my gosh, the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups to me is that our cup is running over. That is also spiritual initiation, spiritual love. Loving yourself. Loving yourself is the way to connecting with others. Truly, deeply, authentically. I feel like this is what's happening right now. People are working on their own cup. So both the masculine and the feminine are really working on their own cup and improving themselves. And they may be doing this, either they know that they're doing this, or maybe unbeknownst to them that this is affecting the connection in a positive way in the future perhaps. But this cup of love, look at this. We have these two angels, these two cherubs that are bringing this heart into this cup. And it says here, open your heart unto the body of life. Someone is opening their heart chakra has been cracked open. There has been a major awakening in the heart space. Somebody may have been going through life with just their senses of the physical world. I really feel like that's connected to the masculine, and that could be connected to the feminine as well, where it was all about just pleasure. It was all about just, material things, superficial crap. And now all of a sudden, there's like these new eyes that are looking at the situation, like the eyes of a child seeing something completely from a new perspective. So tell it not in words. This is someone who's going within. They're talking less. They're listening more. There's some kind of an energy here where they are really working on their own cup, and it's a spiritual energy. That's how I see the Ace of Cups. It's very spiritual lessons here that are at hand. Loving the self helps one to love others. So that is what's happening on this twin flame journey. There's definitely momentum here. There's definitely all kinds of people and also influences, universal influences that are helping this connection, helping the people involved in this connection to open up their eyes and see love in a completely new way. This is also the feminine, helping the feminine to heal. You do not necessarily need, perhaps, to talk, to actually physically talk to this masculine, either at this particular time or even ever, to benefit from the lessons that this connection has to teach you and that has to offer you. Some people feel like they have to have this connection in the physical world in order to benefit from it. I disagree. I feel that sometimes there's more in less words. There's more with no communication because your hearts are truly open. You don't have your ego or that worry of saying the wrong thing in the way. So people are working on their own cups of love right now on this twin flame connection and really rediscovering who they are and really moving forward with excitement and momentum, going through major transformations. That's what I'm seeing. Love it. Okay. So let's now take a look and get the energies here. What are the current energies that are being held for both the feminine and the masculine that they hold for each other? So what we're going to do is I'm going to use four different decks, but these two I'm going to use for both masculine and feminine. This is going to be the masculine's energy, and this is going to be the feminine's energy. So this right here is my Twin Flame Messages Volume 2, Volume 1, Spirits of Darkness and Light Divination deck, and this one here is called The Legacy of the Divine Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. So let's see what the masculine has to say. I'm going to put this over here. What is the masculine's thoughts and words and energies that he is holding towards his feminine currently? So we're going to get an overall energy here with this Spirits of Darkness and Light. And then we're going to clarify with these 3 tarot. Okay. Overall energy. We have Spirit of the Moon, cycles, visions, dreams. So I feel like this masculine is definitely connecting with the feminine and the higher realms, dreams, astral travel, meditation, intuition, higher self, just thinking, telepathy. I've thought about reaching out to you, but then I stopped myself. Look at this. So the masculine has thought about this feminine. He's actually thought about reaching out to her, but he stops himself from doing it. Now, this to me is actually good. And the reason why is because this masculine, what I've seen in this particular reading, is that he needs to cut out certain behavior. So it would actually not be a good idea for this masculine to reach out to the feminine or to try to push for a successful union at this time, because there's still some things that he really needs to work on. Okay? That's what I see. Even though I don't show it, I am sorry for how things went between us. Here's your apology, Divine Feminine. Here's your apology. Now, I know that that's not going to just absolve everything and make it all better, but your masculine from his higher self right now is actually sorry for what he's done. Even though he has not told you, even though maybe his actions don't show it, he is sorry for how things went between the two of you. And you have affected my life significantly. So you're a significant part of your masculine's healing, and he knows that. You're significant enough that he still thinks about you, that he still considers you, that he still feels your energy. So you are connected to him. And this might go in cycles. There might be some times where your masculine is just doing his own thing, and that might work for you as well. Maybe you're not always connected to your masculine. Maybe the energy comes and goes. Sometimes it's powerful. Sometimes it's just kind of, whatever. But it has something to reveal every single time it comes around. So I feel like your masculine goes through cycles. And we also have Spirit of the Moon. There could be certain moon phases as well that connect the masculine and the feminine stronger, or just create different energy exchanges between the two of them during these very powerful moon phases. So let's get 3 tarot here just to kind of clarify some of this. We have the energy of the 5 of Coins. So there is an energy of being shut out in the cold. So the door may be closed at this time when it comes to this connection. Somebody may have reached out, or they're afraid to reach out just because there could be a fear of rejection, or maybe there was a rejection. Somebody reached out only to have a door closed in their face. Maybe the feminine reached out to this masculine and he didn't respond, or it didn't go well. And so even though he's not showing you that he cares, he is sorry for how things are going right now. I just feel too that there's like a feeling of being rejected, abandoned, or left out in the cold. A feminine may have shut this masculine out of her life because she had to do that. And that's why you may have affected this masculine significantly, is because maybe not a lot of people have done that to this masculine. And you're the perfect person to teach him a very valuable lesson. Yep, we have the Hanged Man. I'm getting some Piscean energy here with the moon and the Hanged Man here, just so you guys know. But this to me here is this masculine really seeing things from a new perspective. I feel like there has definitely been a suspension in time. This connection may have been long ago for some. It may have been hanging around for quite some time. The number 12 might be significant as well. But there's definitely some sort of an energy here where someone has really had to examine themselves, and they see things from a different perspective. And they may see now the significance of you in your life. If they did not value you before, they may very much value you now, because they are seeing things differently through the eyes of love, a different perspective in life. And we have the Magician. It's beautiful. Your masculine the masculine might see the feminine as very magical, a creator, a manifester, very magical person. But I'm also getting that this feminine really motivates the masculine to want to be a better person as well, to be a better version of himself. So it's very much the twin flame lesson and concept here really pushes people to want to improve themselves. So I do see that this work is being done. So any kind of rejection or any kind of closing of a door or chapter in this connection has actually really benefited this masculine. It has affected him quite significantly to make the necessary changes that he needs to make. But he's still not sure that he should reach out because he's afraid of rejection. And he is sorry for how things went. Wow. So there could be some kind of significance around a particular moon phase, perhaps, when he finally breaks that contact and breaks that silence, makes contact and reaches out, creating that, taking the power in his own hands and actually manifesting some sort of change in this connection. All right, let's now take a look and see what is the energies of the feminine towards the masculine. Wow. Okay, so we have the spirit of the mermaids. So we have beauty, untamed, free. So the way that the feminine is feeling towards the masculine, I mean, of course, you can see in this particular picture here that there's like this embrace. She's embracing her masculine. She sees the beauty in her masculine. She also is this energy here where she feels free. She feels untamed. She feels independent. She feels fierce. She feels alive. She feels alive through her masculine. Connecting with this energy, yes, it may have brought on a lot of pain for her, but it's also helped her to release a lot of things, a lot of restrictions, or even a lot of beliefs or self-doubt in her life. So she's broken free. This is beautiful. She also is able to see her masculine as this energy as well, very, very free, beautiful, untamed. She might really admire that about her masculine. We have our connection still affects me with this card here. Well, of course it does. That's why you're watching the reading today here if you're a feminine, because most people are feminines that watch my channel. This connection still affects you too. It affects your masculine. We just saw that. You've significantly affected my life. Your connection The connection you feel with your masculine, it still affects you. Now we also have, I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. So the feminine might feel like she should have said something. She wishes that she would have broken that silence. I do get this energy here with that silence card. I wish I would have been honest. I wish I would have said that I wasn't happy with this or that I wasn't okay with that. And so there might be a lot of guilt that the feminine is feeling, kind of like, I wish I would have spoke up. I wish I would have spoke my truth. There may be a feeling where you feel like because you didn't speak your truth that somehow this has had power over you for quite some time. I want to be authentic. I'm no longer afraid. Exactly. You want to speak your truth. You want to be authentic. You want to be given the chance to be authentic with this masculine, because maybe before, when the two of you were together in the past, if you're no longer together, you were not able to be authentic because you were afraid to lose your masculine if you were not in that full pleasing mode of doing everything that you thought that the masculine wanted, or saying everything that the masculine wanted to hear, not being authentic. And that could have actually worked against you because you were not authentic. And people pick up on that. People pick up on when you're trying to give too much, you're people pleasing, you're overcompensating. It's not attractive. And the thing is, when we're stuck in that energy and we're doing it, we don't see that. But when it's being done to you, you can spot it a mile away, and it's just kind of like, So feminines, you may have changed this energy about yourself. You may have really become free of that kind of behavior, and you're really wanting to and wishing that you can now portray this to your masculine, that you've changed, that you're stronger, that you're no longer the person that he remembers. So all that energy is there. Four Swords. Four Swords is I've healed. I've taken that time to heal. This is also this energy here of I see you in my dreams. I see you in my meditation. I feel your energy. I hear your thoughts. I'm connected to you. That's what it is. Temperance, beautiful. Temperance is an energy here of these two divine cups going back and forth, perfectly balancing each other. Patience, time, divine timing. So this is also a card of healing as well. So I really feel this energy is the feminine wanting to express to her masculine, I've worked on myself. I may not be perfect, and I know I don't need to be perfect, but I'm doing so much better. I wish that I could share this with you. I wish that you could see the new me. I wish you could see who I am now. We have Three of Swords. Look at that. See, the thing is, the energy here of the Three of Swords, like you also, the feminine also still, she wants to be acknowledged that maybe perhaps this masculine broke her heart. If that's not the story, she wants it to be understood that she was coming from a very broken place, and that might be why she acted the way that she acted, or why she brought certain issues to the table. And that she's healed, that she has worked on these things. It might even be that she's no longer carrying around this darkness or this anger towards her masculine, and she also wants him to know that. So all of those energies are coming through that the feminine is feeling towards her masculine right now. All right, you guys, let's move on into the next, which is how is spirit assisting both the feminine and the masculine? How are they being helped? Because we already saw that the masculine's being helped. We already saw that the feminine's being helped. So let's go ahead and get into the specifics as to what that help may entail. This right here is called the Sunflower Oracle. And we are going to clarify with the Light Seers Tarot. These cards are kind of stiff. Okay, how's the masculine being assisted currently? We have Milk Thistle, Forgiveness. Wow. With the Temperance card, you guys, oh my God. Okay, so what the feminine wants this apology, or wants her masculine to know that she's either forgiven him or that she's healed, that she's doing much better now. So I feel like this is actually something that is being assisted at this time. I do see the Temperance as a twin flame angel. Okay, when I'm doing twin flame readings, that doesn't apply for, every reading I do. But when I am working with twin flames, I do see the temperance as that that appointed, guide for this connection. So I do feel like this angel is currently with this masculine right now, working on this energy of forgiveness, forgiving himself, forgiving others, maybe even forgiving the masculine or feminine. Life has taught you to protect yourself, but sometimes you end up hurting yourself. Wow. Milk thistle helps you to let go through the power of forgiveness of all the self-imposed restrictions and defensive armor that is making it hard for you to open and receive all the love and abundance the universe has flowing toward you. So not only is this connected to the feminine, this is connected to this hard exterior that this masculine has been holding on to his entire life, that has made it very difficult for him to open up to this type of divine connection and love that this feminine is offering to him. This is why the masculine has either shut it down or has sabotaged it, or it's just not seeing it right now, is because he is not able to let down that armor. So currently this angel is working on helping the masculine to heal and to forgive whatever has happened in his life, to put these protective barriers up for himself that are keeping him from experiencing this love. Oh my God. That's amazing. Okay. What about the feminine? Be balm, vibrance. Let's read it. Okay. It says, add some spark to your life. Be balm encourages you to let go of your inhibitions, cut loose, be passionate, and sing your song at the top of your lungs without judgment. Every day is a gift worth celebrating. Be balm reminds you to show up and to embrace potential of your own life. No excuses. This is fantastic. So the feminine, you guys, and I believe that it came up through the journey. When I tapped into the energies of the twin flame journey, what card appeared? Page of Wands. The Page of Wands goes out and lives. The Page of Wands opens themselves up to new opportunities and experiences fun and excitement. It's not going to do you any good to kind of sit back and just wait around for this to possibly, heal, open up, come together. It's not going to do you any good to put your life on hold here. So better for you to open up your heart to the body of life, which is to experience the happiness that the world has to offer. Experience friendships, experience love with the people around you, your soul family. Yes, there's been some crappy things that have happened to you, but don't allow that to take away from all the other beautiful experience that you're meant to have in this lifetime. Don't shut yourself away from your vibrance of living. All right, let's get the card connected to this. Look, the sun, look at this. The sun is about illumination and growth and happiness and positivity and feeling alive and vibrant. There could not have been a more perfect card to combine with that card. This is about stepping into the sunshine, coming out of the darkness, coming out of any kind of heavy energy that's been holding you down. Again, there's certain behaviors that aren't going to do you any good to dwell on them. There's certain facts, there's certain things that are necessary that have to happen. It's not going to do us any good of dwelling on how crappy that may be or how long that's going to take. It's not going to do you any good. All it's going to do is it's going to take you away from your own life, your own living. So that is what Spirit is doing in order to help the masculine and feminine on their path at this particular time. So what are the possible energies on the horizon? This can shift and change. Nothing is set in stone. This right here is the Sansuche cards. I'm not probably saying that right. And we're going to combine these with the, what is this deck called? The Tarot of the Magical Forest. What are the possible energies of the future? So on the horizon, energies possible for this twin flame connection. We have message in a bottle. What? All right, you guys. It says waiting for good news, hoping for the best, patience, trial, communication, correspondence, secret letters and messages. Whoa. All right, let's go ahead and get some, we're going to get 5 cards to clarify here. Oh my gosh, we have the 6, which is the Lovers. Well, it could be choices, okay? The divine could bring people back into communication. We already saw that this is something that is being guided at this time. It's not to give anybody false hope. I always got to say that, but it looks to me like when it comes to this connection, the lovers, this, this soul connection, this bond, that there may be some sort of a message coming. Now, this message doesn't necessarily have to be from the person that you're waiting to hear this message from. It could be a message from the divine, but there's some sort of patience that's paying off. You've been patient. You haven't jumped the gun. You've made choices that are, really good and healthy for you, and something's paying off because of this. The Lovers can also be a choice between 2 things or 2 people, a way of being, or, do I go down this path or do I go down this road? Do I stay in this situation or do I move on? Do I let go of this, or, there's some kind of a choice here that might be presented from a message or correspondence that's possibly coming on the horizon in the future. Oh, and it really puts someone in a bind. So so be careful what you wish for, you guys. Be careful what you wish for, because it might be that when this correspondence finally comes, it might put you in that state of, oh shit, now I got to make a choice. That's not going to resonate for everybody. But some of you, if that does resonate, you got to make sure that you're ready. You got to make sure that you're available. You got to make sure that you're ready for this communication, because if you're not, we have secrets. Is that really the way that you want to start this reconnection off, is by having to lie or be secretive? Or perhaps your twin flame, you need to make sure that they've properly disconnected from previous relationships and they're not trying to start some sort of lover's triangle, third party crap. So it's not really telling you that this is what's going to happen, but make sure that you work on the things that you need to work on, so that way when this does come your way, that you're ready. Or that you're ready to make a choice that's best for you, that says, oh, you're not available, or oh, you're still coming to me with this old energy. This is just an example. I'm not going to get tied up in that crap again. So we have the power to make changes in our lives and to stand in our power and to be stronger, so that way we don't make the same mistakes. Oh, crap. We have the Tower, you guys. So something big is coming. Again, not going to be for everybody. So don't get scared. But I see a major upheaval. I see something that has to change. Somebody has to make a choice. They either have to make a choice for this communication to come, or this communication comes and it literally puts them at it turns their whole life around, and they're really needing to make a decision, is what I get. We do have the Four of Pentacles. Do I stay or do I go? That's what I'm getting here. Can I let go of what I have? I'm very comfortable. I'm very secure. If I let go of this, is my whole world going to crumble? So I do feel like there are people that are possibly on this twin flame journey that are afraid to let go of some way of living their lives, or some way of being. Now remember, the masculine is also very attached in the material world, whether it's because of dependence or whether because that is where his self-worth lies. And so he may be afraid to let go of that and really change in order to enter into this divine union. I'm also getting that too. And then we have the Hermit. Okay, so what Spirit is telling us here is that we still have a chance. We still have a chance to work on ourselves before things happen prematurely. So again, be careful what you wish for, and also don't jump the gun and try to do things prematurely when they're not ready. So patience is virtue here. Your patience and your hard work and dedication to your own healing is really going to work in your favor. So if some of you guys are thinking about messaging, let's just say someone, your twin flame, it's not telling you not to. It's telling you, though, that there's certain things that could happen because maybe someone is not ready and they're not either able to, or they're not alone, or they're just not at that point in their lives to be able to let go and really make necessary changes in order for the two of you to experience a more joyous union. So I just feel like even moving forward, what's on the horizon is there's still this need for self-reflection. There's still this need to allow yourselves and your twin flame to do the work that they need to do. So I know that's not probably what a lot of people wanted to hear. Some of you guys, though, it could be a message comes to you and seriously your whole world gets turned upside down and you're just like, holy crap, I've got some decisions I've got to make. And you have to really go within yourself for those answers, because trying to get answers from someone else, not always a good idea. You've really got to rely on your own intuition with this one, you guys, because remember at the very beginning of this reading, what was with the Divine Feminine? Trust your psychic abilities. The answers are within yourself. All right, so we're going to end this reading here with the energies of what Spirit wants you to consider. So this is going to be a pick a card. So I felt like doing something kind of different here at the very end. So I have this deck here. It is called Divine Feather Messengers. So I'm going to pick 3 feathers, and then you guys can choose a feather, and then we're going to go ahead and get your special message of something that Spirit wants you to consider, something to take away from the reading today. So this is going to be for number 1, or if you want that feather. Number 2, or if you want that feather. And number 3, if you want that feather. So we actually have a nice combination here. We have this brown and tan. We also have this black and white and an all white feather. So whatever you guys want. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go into, so take your choice here, and I'm going to put these to the side, and we're going to focus on this card, and I'm going to do a tarot. This is the Chrysalis Tarot. I think that's how you say it. And we're going to get a sign from Spirit using my Signs from Spirit Love Oracle. Okay. We have key, unlock. Ooh, Divine Child, the Hierophant. Okay, so, oh wow. This is an energy here. Okay, first of all, this is a very spiritual connection. So, spiritual, divine messages, connection, your connection with the divine, your higher self, even just this whole twin flame concept, that's where you're going to find the answers. Again, it's not going to be out there. It's not going to be within someone else. It's within you. That is what I am getting here. So let's go ahead and now read this. It says, Meadow Lark, smile, you will soon experience a wonderful journey of inner discovery. Ah, I love it. That's key. It's within you. Oh my God, I can't believe it. The key is within you. All you have to do is unlock it. And it might be a mystery to you still right now, but that wisdom, that spiritual wisdom is already with you, divine child. That's literally what it's saying here. And so this meadowlark is telling you, smile, because you're going to soon experience that on this journey. It's like within you all along. All the answers, all the wisdom, everything that you wanted to know was always within you all along. I'm making some Wizard of Oz shit there, I forget what she says at the very end or what someone else says at the very end, but it's just like this. It was within her, it was with you all along. Yeah, that's amazing, you guys. So that is your special message if you chose number 1. So let's move on into number 2. All right, so if you guys chose the black and white feather, let's go ahead and get your message. What does Spirit want you to consider? We have the energy of apron, service, and we have the Temperance card. The Temperance card has, I believe, come up 3 times in this reading. So if you chose number 2, there's definitely some sort of an energy here of patience. Remember, patience is virtue. Focus on serving. Rather than focusing on this connection, as in, when are we going to come back together? What does it all mean? All of those things. What Spirit is telling you to do is really focus on how you can be of service to the world, how you can be of service even to yourself. This is going to be very healing for you. This is going to help you to pass that time, especially if you're waiting. So let's see what this card says. We have nuthatch. Stay grounded and welcome the new knowledge and perspective that is coming to you. This is awesome, you guys. So what's going to really help you to stay grounded? So one of the best ways to get out of funky energy, or to get out of energy where you're just focused on negativity, is to just jump in how you can help someone else, how you can inspire someone else. That is what Spirit is asking you to do. They want you to consider that during this time when things are still healing and they're not quite coming together or ready, really focus on how you can step into your mission and be of service. This will really help to ground you. New knowledge and perspective will then be able to come to you because you're going to be more grounded. That is amazing. All right, last message. Okay, so if you guys chose the white feather or number 3, let's go ahead and see what Spirit wants you to consider. We have violet, intuitive, spiritual, and self-aware. All right, let's take a look at one last tarot here. Oh, we have the 7 of Stones here. I believe the 7 of Stones in this particular deck is the, I think it's the Pentacles energy. Let me just double check here. Pentacles energy. Yes, Pentacles energy. So it's Earth. So the 7 of Pentacles is a card of it's like reflecting, considering, reconsidering, kind of figuring out, what do I want to do moving forward? Taking a little bit of a break, re-examining the situation, making new plans for the future. So we have this energy of violet. So the violet energy is crown chakra energy, our intuition, our spiritual connection with the universe, being more aware, self-aware. Let's see what this message is. White swan, the power of divine grace is within you. Oh my God. So swans might be significant for you, but we definitely have this energy of divine grace and power is within you. You're connected to your higher self. You're connected to source, and all these this is also about investment. This came up earlier, I think, in this reading. This is a wise investment. This journey is a wise investment. This journey is an investment in yourself. It's paying off. So even though right now your connection might be on hold or something's not happening right now, this is saying that as long as you carry on and continue to connect with the divine, the universe, your higher self, just the powers that be, this is where you're going to really empower yourself, is through this either connection or the cosmos or just your spiritual path or your spiritual work or journey. So what you're working on is going to pay off. That is the message. So anyways, you guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this week's Twin Flame reading. And like I said, if it didn't resonate with you, no worries. There's always next week. All right, take care. Have a great weekend, you guys. Bye.